My name is Lily. I am a young woman, only 19 years old now. I live in a large house with my father, my stepmother, and my stepsister, Clara. My own dear mother passed away many years ago, when I was still very young and small, leaving a sad silence behind. My father loved me very much, but when he married again, many things suddenly changed and a coldness entered our home. My stepmother truly does not like me or my presence in the house at all. She treats me like a common servant now. She shows great favoritism because she is deeply jealous of the love my father shows to me, and only loves her daughter, Clara. Clara is known to be very lazy and spoiled. She never lifts a finger to help in the house with any of the hard chores or cleaning. She spends all her time playing video games on the newest console, talking on the phone for hours, or shopping for expensive new things online. But my stepmother gives Clara many new clothes made of silk, expensive jewelry that sparkles, and always the richest, best food to eat. I, on the other hand, am forced to do all the heavy work and all the difficult chores around the big house every single day. I clean every dark corner, cook all the meals from scratch, wash all the piles of dirty clothes, and go to the noisy market far away. I carry heavy bags of groceries and big jugs of cold water for the house until my back aches and my arms feel weak and sore. I am always tired, and my body feels heavy and slow, but I swallow my sadness and never say any words of complaint to anyone. My stepmother is harsh and cold, and she never gives me any words of thanks or even looks at me when I pass by her side now. Sometimes I feel like I am completely invisible inside my own grand home, unseen by the people who live here with me every day. My father, blinded by his own grief and focused on his work, never truly saw the quiet, cruel suffering I endured silently. When I turned 18 years old, my stepmother decided it was time to move and started talking seriously about finding a husband for Clara. She said Clara was finally grown up and needed to meet good, suitable boys from wealthy families to marry soon. My stepmother told Clara, "Wear your very best dress, the green one, and go to the important school fair for the big event. The young men will notice your beauty and wealth, and we will choose a handsome and powerful one for your future now." I felt a strange, sad nervousness and a deep feeling of shame inside my heart when I overheard this calculated plan they made. My father, hearing the plan from his office, spoke softly to me, trying to offer a small kindness from his distant world. He said, "Lily, you can go to the fair, too. Maybe someone will like you as well and see your kind spirit and gentle heart." I gathered my courage and, with a beating heart, asked my stepmother one small, timid question about my appearance. I asked, "Can I wear a new dress? My only old one is stained, faded, and is much too small for me to wear comfortably." My stepmother laughed aloud, cruel laugh that echoed in the hall at my small, simple request and my hopeful eyes that day. "A new dress? No, Lily," she said with a cold, harsh voice that always hurt my ears to hear and made me feel small. "You only have old clothes that are good enough for a servant. Wear that old dress you have now and go outside. Your sister, Clara, is waiting for you in the beautiful carriage, so you must hurry up quickly and stop talking now." At the fair, Clara wore a beautiful white dress that looked like it was made of pure light and a shiny gold necklace on her neck. I wore my old dress that was patched up and threadbare, and it felt like a heavy sack, tight and shameful on my body. My heart sank heavily in my chest, and I thought with deep sadness, no one will even look in my direction today. I am forgotten. I walked quietly behind Clara, trying to stay completely unseen and hidden by the busy crowd of people and other girls. But then I saw him across the busy crowd, a tall, kind young man named David, who had deep brown hair and a friendly, warm smile. He wore simple, elegant clothes, and his eyes were full of respect when he walked toward my side with confident steps. "Hello, what is your name?" he asked me now, his voice gentle and completely focused only on me in the crowd. I felt a huge shock and great surprise at his direct attention, feeling my cheeks blush with sudden color and heat. "Lily," I said very quietly, barely a whisper on my shy, nervous lips, afraid to look directly at his face now. "You are a very kind person," David said with a deep, honest voice that felt warm and true, and he looked into my eyes gently. "I like the gentle way you help everyone in the background. I see the good things you do, even when you try to hide them." My stepsister Clara frowned a very deep, jealous frown that showed the malice in her spirit and quickly pulled me away. "We must go now, sister," Clara said sharply, grabbing my arm with sudden, painful strength in front of everyone watching. "Mother is waiting for us, and we are already late to meet her now. So stop talking to this boy." Clara pulled me away from David, but before he walked away, he smiled at me again with true kindness and a look that promised hope. The next week, my stepmother created a second, tricky plan to try to get David's full, undivided attention onto Clara. She told Clara, wear Lily's old dirty dress now, so he thinks you are humble and hard-working. Lily will wear your beautiful dress and the necklace. We will confuse him, and the beautiful dress will make him see Clara's face." I felt very nervous and uncertain about this strange, sudden, and manipulative change in the plan they forced upon me now. Will this strange, awful plan work to truly fool the kind boy? I thought to myself, feeling worried and unsure inside my head. But I knew that I had no choice at all but to follow the new, strange instruction from my stepmother's cold and angry voice. We went to the fair again, and this time I wore Clara's very beautiful white dress and the sparkling gold necklace. When we arrived at the fair, everyone instantly turned their heads and looked only at me with great surprise and wonder. People smiled warmly and whispered softly in the crowd now, asking the same curious question again and again in their groups. "Who is she? She looks so incredibly beautiful and amazing in that lovely white dress, like a princess." The young man, David, walked straight to me, without any hesitation in his step, and only looked into my face now. He looked past the dress and saw my eyes. "You are truly amazing," David said to me with a shining, honest expression on his kind face. "I want to meet your entire family and speak with your father to ask for your company. Can I visit your home very soon?" My stepsister Clara was immediately angry and very jealous, but she forced herself to stay silent in front of David's eyes. My stepmother looked very unhappy and frowned slightly, too, because her manipulative and cruel plan was failing completely now. A few days later, My stepmother gave me a difficult and mean task, asking me to go alone to the isolated park far away from the busy town. The task was to collect fresh, beautiful flowers for the decoration of the main room of the house. A chore meant to keep me busy and away. I felt a little bit afraid to go all alone to that silent place, but I went far away to the park to obey her harsh instruction. While walking near the trees in the isolated area, I slipped heavily on the hidden wet grass and hurt my leg very badly, making a cry of pain. I could not stand up, and I could not walk back to my home. I sat there in the silence with the flowers in my hands, feeling my heart sink. I felt great fear inside my heart, scared and completely alone in the silent, empty park where the sun was starting to go down slowly. I waited for a long time, maybe 30 minutes, feeling helpless and cold, before I used my small mobile phone to call for help. I made a quick, desperate call to the kind young man, David, as he was the only person I felt I could trust with my fear. David came quickly to the park, running fast through the trees, without hesitation, and helped me move my hurt body with his strong arms. He carried me all the way back to my home, moving my body gently and with great care for my deep pain and my tired spirit. He immediately brought good, warm food and medicine to help my pain go away quickly, and to help my leg get better and stronger now. And every single day after that accident, David came back to the house to visit me and read to me until my leg was completely healed. I felt a huge wave of thankfulness, and my heart was completely full of a new, true feeling of hope and certainty now. At home, my father finally started to notice my long suffering, how hard I worked, and how brave and strong I was every single day. He looked at me with new eyes and said, "Lily, I am truly proud of you now. You are a brave girl, you are kind, and you are very strong." I smiled brightly at my father, and I felt a deep, warm happiness inside my spirit, having his love and pride shine upon me again. Meanwhile, Claire and the stepmother continued to try very hard to make my difficult life even worse, but their actions lost their power over me. They completely ignored my presence at the table and spread many bad rumors about me to other people in the town now. But I did not care about their small, jealous words or their cruel, ugly behavior anymore in my new, bright life. I focused only on my hard work and my important studies, trying to make my own future much better and brighter for myself. The young man, David, and I became very close friends over time, spending every single day together with joy. We spent our time talking softly for hours, laughing a lot at silly things and helping each other with small tasks and ideas for the future. I realized that I felt a deep, profound love for David because he truly cared for me more than anyone else in my whole life ever did. He noticed my true efforts, my great kindness, and the genuine goodness of my heart, not the money I had or the dress I wore that day. One day, my father organized a small, private family gathering in the main room of the house to celebrate my recovery and strength. My stepmother made a final attempt to promote Clara, trying very hard to make her look completely perfect and to make me look small and forgotten. But when David arrived at the house, he ignored them both and only smiled directly at me, seeing only my face in the whole crowded room now. He walked to me and said, "Lily, I want to be with you forever. I like you for who you are inside your spirit, heart, and soul. I felt a huge wave of happiness inside my heart that was so bright and true, like a new light shining over my entire life now. My father smiled at me now with great pride and a sense of deep relief and true happiness in his kind eyes and gentle face. Lily, you truly deserve all the good things and all the happiness in life. My brave daughter, my father said with love and sincerity. Finally, after many months of kind friendship, strong support, and deep, true care, David knelt and asked me to marry him now. I said yes immediately, with tears of joy, and we had a small, very beautiful wedding ceremony that was full of light and true love. My father was there, standing tall, proud, and very happy for his daughter's new, bright life and beautiful future now. Clara and the stepmother were quiet and sullen, standing alone in the back, but I did not think about them or mind their presence anymore. Now, I am completely happy in my new life. I have a loving husband, a very caring father, and I am respected for my true self and strong spirit. Life is not always easy or simple, but I learned that being kind, brave, and very patient can truly change everything for the best outcome. I learned that true love and lasting happiness always come to the people who never, ever give up hope and stay strong inside their heart. The stepmother and Clara eventually left the house to live alone, as my father finally saw their true, mean nature and cold hearts. My father and I continue to live in peace now, and I know that my gentle spirit, not the dress I wore, was the key to my true happiness and freedom.